بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها
I am Jamal Mansoor. On the behalf of DEEP, I would like to extend my warm welcome to all the honorable judges, speakers, mentors, partners, distinguished guests, innovators, ladies and gentlemen, to the Islamabad Startup Weekend 2014. We really appreciate your presence here to make it a successful event. We will start our event with an intro of Startup Weekend. I would like to invite Mr. Kharushazad to give an intro on Startup Weekend. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming over and your dedication to spend a weekend with us. I'd like to thank everyone here, especially the distinguished guests we have from Turkey and people who are coming all over from Lahore, Islamabad, and Jahara, came over from Karachi and everyone. Thank you so much for coming over. I'd briefly talk about Startup Weekend. I think everybody's aware of that, and you must have read a lot of literature about it. And I think there's nothing new, or especially for the participants here, about the Startup Weekend. But I'll simply very briefly go through each and every bit of it, how we're going to spend this weekend. So this is the team of our organizers. Some of them listed here. Shamza, I'm sorry I missed you. And we have a volunteer, 25 almost volunteers here who are from here, from Nust Entrepreneurs Club. Thank you everyone. And a big thanks to next. Our sponsors, our gold and silver sponsors, who actually contributed a lot and helped us making it a possible event. Next. Our partners who have supported us, and we'll talk about a bit later in the presentation. What are their offerings, especially for the participants of this weekend. Next. The media partners who are giving all the coverage. You can see the cameras all around us. I think you'll see that they're spamming the social media in a while. Next. So why are we here? It's all about learning, I would say. Startup Weekend is not a competition. Let me say it very clearly. It's a platform to learn It's a platform to meet new people. It's a platform for us to make new things. So everyone who has any idea in his mind and he wants to test that, I think that's the best platform for that person. And people are here for many, I think, different objectives. They're here to pitch their idea. They're here to network with people. They're here to talk to other persons. They're here, to meet mentors and everyone. So I think it serves a lot of purpose for everyone to be here in this weekend. I'm sure that the next 54 hours for everyone are going to be, amazing. Okay, so what's the mission here? We want people to actually network, to meet people. Time that you have an idea, but due to shortage of resources, human resources, other resources, you do not get to materialize that. So it's a platform where we do not offer a lot of things, but it can be a very good starting point for everyone, where you can start your things, and you can find a co-founder here. You can validate your idea. You can articulate your idea, and finally, if you want, you can quit your job. So that's the mission, and it's a big event. You can see that the stats here, over 1250 events that have been organized to date, and over 100,000 attendees. A lot of countries that have been engaged, cities. I mean, you can see the stats all around. And in this weekend, it's not only about Islamabad. There are over 25 events which are being organized in this weekend, and that's you can see the the markers. So what we are going to do today? So we are going to pitch the idea. Then it's going to be voting. Then we are going to form teams. We are going to brain dump, and finally, what we are going to do? We are going to develop a minimum viable project. So MVP is the ultimate objective that we want to achieve. So there are certain people that would not be able to develop an idea, but they would be able to develop something, a mock-up or a prototype or something similar. They might have a very good plan that you want to execute at the end of these 54 hours. So it's not about that, you want to, it would be a plus that you are able to build your idea, you are able to launch that. That's the intent, that you are able to launch in 54 hours. But it's a great learning exercise in that. Okay, so one thing that I think all the people who are pitching here, they need to look at this slide very, very closely. And I mean, we are very religious about it. Only 60 seconds that you would get. So for the first 10 seconds, you need to introduce yourself. You need to define a problem. You need to provide a solution, and what you need. Do you need if you are a developer, what do you need? If you're a developer, you might need a designer, you might need someone else, a business development person. So that's something that you need to tell us. So in these 60 seconds, you have to explain everything. So be very, very creative about it. So the next thing is voting. The voting, it would work like, everybody who's here in this room would get five votes. You'll get, stickers. Yellow, the gold stickers and silver stickers. Everybody who's a participant, a guest, anyone they will get a silver sticker that would be considered as one vote, and the judges would get a gold stickers. And we would have all the ideas on a white board, and you can actually vote that person. You can give all your 5 votes to one idea, or you can split that, based on what you think, the worth of that idea is. So you need to use all your votes. So that's the baseline. Okay, so the step 3 is you need to find your team. A lot of people who are here, they are already coming with a team. But if you do not have a team, you need to find one here. So you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to walk around, talk to people around you, and you to build a team around, if you already don't have that. So be flexible, because some people think that they have an idea which is sort of very proprietary and don't want to share that. I think that's a myth, I would say. Everybody, if you're working on some idea, someone else at some other place would also be working on that. So I think reach out to people, talk to them. You might find some very good workouts for you. And the other thing is you can speak to coaches. Get their idea, get their what they feel about the idea, and they might give you some very good suggestions on the team formation. Yes, the coaches are here. They are here to refine your idea. So that's what's going to happen in the rest of the weekend. So you can develop a business model. That's a basic thing. Financial number crunching, marketing strategy, prototyping, whatever you want. Your mentors, your coaches would be here to help you out in that. So you need to be very, very expressive on what you need. And it's not like that you cannot actually talk to any other mentor or a coach. You would have a lot of coaches around you. So if you feel that some coach or some mentor can give you an advice on a particular thing, on some particular technology, you can definitely reach out to that person. Thanks. And certain the people have different questions about the pitches. Can I pitch if I already have working on? No, I would suggest that a new idea should be here. It's not a launch pad. Startup Weekend is not a launch pad. You want people to develop their ideas from here. So if you have a half-baked idea, you haven't launched it, or you have your marketing strategy not finalized, it's a good platform for you to build that. So it's not like a launched idea working very successfully and you want to launch it here. No, it's not going to be that. Two ideas, no, you need to pick your favorite one, and if idea is not selected, you can join the other team. And one thing is important, that if your idea is not selected, it's not the end of the world. You have subscribed for the event, you can stay here for rest of the weekend. You can work on an idea. If your idea is not selected, there are two options. You can either be a part of some other team, or you can keep working on your idea. So that's also something that I wanted to highlight here. The 60 seconds you cannot use. It's only the mic and you. So you need to be very, very creative, as I said earlier. Okay, so judging criteria, I think that's the very important slide that you need to work on. You need to see. So three things that the judges would be looking at in terms of ideas: the execution, the business model validation, and user experience and design. So that's why we say that we need a developer, a designer, and a business person in a team to work on an idea. Next. Okay, so these are the offers by strategic partners. We have announced that on our Facebook page. It's also on our website, so you can definitely look at more details. We have Pasha, Open, Nast, who are offering in-kind support to all the people, all the participants who graduate from here and who have some really, really good ideas. Invest to Innovate, Jumpstart, JSP, these people are offering a lot of things. So you'll get the details. These are global sponsored, everybody aware of that. Mother is not here. So it's all about let's hit the road. So that's all about it. If you have any questions, we can definitely talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. Here we have Sayyid Ahmed.